Hello, everybody. How you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. I really do. Welcome to the Bible, block by block. Today is the 384. For the 284, we're going to be reading Moses' final blessing on Israel. That is Deuteronomy 33. As always, if you guys like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, follow, put on your notification. Let us begin. Our Father in heaven, holy is your name. The kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debt as we forgive our debtors. Do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For your kingdom and your glory and your honor is forever and ever. Amen. All right, let us begin. Let's do something real quick before we begin. Believe in ideas. The guys of Canaanite in Mesopotamia, unlike the guys of Egypt, were in constant struggle and change. Over against them, the biblical maintenance of team and the comfortability of the Lord. Even when the Lord power is expanded in the covenantal symbol, such as reading on the cloud. What in the world? You guys know it. It's from this book, so of course it's gonna be the same thing like that. The guys of Egypt also used to struggle. Have you ever heard of you know what, let's not even go there. Forget it. This book sucks. But anyway, let's read the verses, okay? Let's read that chapter. Now, and this is the blessing which Moses, the man of God, blessed the children of Israel before his death. And he said, the Lord come from Sinai and drawn on them from Seir. He shone forth from the Mount Paran, and he came with the 10,000 of the saints. From his right hand came a fierce law for them. Yes, he loved the people. All the saints are in your hand. They sit down at your feet. Everyone receive your word. Moses commanded the law for us, a heritage for the congregation of Jacob. And he was king in Jeshurun, when the leaders of the people were gathered, all the tribe of Israel together. Let Reuben live and not die, nor let his men be few. And this he said of Judah, hear, Lord, for the voice of Judah. Hear, Lord, the voice of Judah, and bring him to his people. Let his hand be sufficient for him, and may you be a help against his enemies. And of Levi he said, let your Tumim and your Urim be with your Holy One, whom you test at Manasseh, and with whom you contend at the waters of Meribah, who said of his father and mother, I have not seen them, nor did he acknowledge his brother, or known his children. For they have observed your word and kept your covenant. They shall teach Jacob your judgment, and Israel your law. They shall put incense before you, and a whole burnt sacrifice on your altar. Bless his substance, Lord, and accept the work of his hand. Strike the line of those who go against him, and the loins of those who go against him, and those who hate him, that they rise not again. Of Benjamin he said, the beloved of the Lord shall dwell in safety by him, who shelter him on all the day long, and he shall dwell between his shoulder. And of Joseph he said, blessed of the Lord is his hand, with the precious thing of heaven, with the dew, and the deep lying beneath, with the precious fruit of the sun, with the precious produce of the mouth, with the breast things of the ancient mountains, with the precious things of the everlasting hill, with the precious things of the earth in its fullness, of the favor of him who dwell in the bush. Let the blessing come on the head of Joseph, and the crown of the head of him who was separate from the border. His glory is like the firstborn bull, and his horn like the horns of the wild ox. Together with them he shall push the people to the end of the earth. They are the 10,000 of Ephraim, and they are the 10,000 of Manasseh. And Zebulun he said, rejoice, Zebulun, when you are going out, and Issachar in your tent. They shall call the people to the mountain. They shall offer sacrifice of righteousness. For they shall partake for the abundance of the sea, and the treasure and hidden of the sand. And of Gad he said, blessed is he who enlarged Gad, and dwell as a lion, and tears the arm of the crown of his head. Tear the arm of the crown of his head. He provided the first part of himself, because the lawgiver, portions was reserved for them. He came with the heads of the people. He administered the justice of the Lord and his judgment with Israel. And of Dan he said, then is the lion whelp. It shall leap from Bashan. And of Naphtali he said, Naphtali is satisfied with favor and full of blessing, for the Lord blessed the west of the south. And as Asher, he said, Asher is most blessed of the sons. Let him favor it by his border, and let him dip in his food of oil. Your sandals shall be iron and bronze. As your days, you shall have your strength be with. There is one like the God of Israel who rides the heaven to help you, in his excellency of the clouds. The eternal God is your refuge. By the way, only God ride on the cloud. That's when Jesus said, I am the Son of Man who ride on the cloud. That's how the tails are closed open and was ready to kill him, because he called himself God. Only God ride on the cloud. That's it. Ask any Jew, Orthodox Jew, Messianic Jew, whatever. Who ride on the cloud? They will say God. Only God ride on the cloud. All over the Bible. Anyway, ride in the heaven to help you in his excellency on the cloud. The eternal God is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arm. He will thrust out the enemy before you. You will say, destroy. Then Israel shall dwell in safety, the fountain of Jacob alone, in the land of grain and new wine. His heaven shall also drop dew. Happy are you, O Israel. Who is like you, a people saved by the Lord? The shield of your help and the sword of your majesty. Your enemy shall submit to you, and he shall tear down the high places. Amen, amen, amen. Amen. Thank you guys for being here. Pray for me, I'll pray for you. I will see you guys next time.